And we're going to get confirmation Saturday 21st of May, 10:30 to... Okay. So we've got once more incessant screaming from what would be a deranged lunatic. Daily screaming in a normal setting. We've got the time right here, today, 10:30 a.m. Proven by, I go here to the guide. We've got Sunday, May 22. This is 2022. Today. Tomorrow. Next day. Time is 10:30. This is daily. I've made videos saying that she does this every day for 3 years. I was sent an eviction warning the month I moved in for disturbing the peace, privacy and comfort of this. Lawsuit. She goes outside every day for 3 years. Outside. She's a psychotic drug addict. In a normal setting would be in a mental ward. The first time she did that. There is a criminal element to it, that she's still sitting there doing that. Three years later, today, May 21, 10:35. Well, that's what. Unsafe to have someone like that living near you. Unsafe that the real estate sends you an eviction warning the month you move in, while causing you PTSD listening to that for 3 years. And everything in mind is destroyed, sabotaged, stolen. I said that since the day I moved in here. I think they have people like that in jails because then they can properly deal with them. I'm just looking at my door lock here. So you see, this is the installation of the door lock in my house. To hold together the almighty. See how far back it is? To hold back. Here you can clearly see multiple attempts of scraping, paint scraping. And I sent pictures to the real estate showing this, how much this had been scraped before. I sent them pictures and said it needs to be repainted because it's clearly, obviously been tried to be broken into. This was a couple of years ago. And I sent them pictures of the paint scraping. I recently had a break-in. And you can see how far this is installed back. This is the main part that locks the house. That needs to be flush. Well, you hear that? Screaming. Again. Like, that is mental. Nobody ever screams, but if you do scream, you don't scream outside on the street. So this is the most important piece of equipment to install correctly. Yet it's clearly being installed incorrectly. As far back as it can to avoid this being able to even lock. It's right here. Let's have a look at what happened recently in the recent break-in. So I'll close the door like this. It stops. There's something. The door has been bent back. So I'll just leave that to go. It won't even lock close because it's bent so bad. Will not lock close, so I'll push it hard. This handle is so irrelevant because it won't even lock latch close with this handle. No matter how far you push it back. Oh, there, it lock latches if you push it back. But then you can still push it back. You have to push it back even further than that to close the proper amount. So from there, see how far this has been bent forward in the break-in recently. That's how far the door has been bent in a break-in. The top, it goes back in underneath the door jamb. At the bottom, it's still open here, and at the bottom it's completely hanging out from a recent break-in. So then I close this door here and have to push it back yet again further by pushing the door. Then, what's all this crap on my door? It's like been put something on, I don't know, but anyway. Then the door still hangs out from at the bottom. What looks like dents or something there, I don't know. Doesn't matter. It's kind of irrelevant when the door hangs out that far. So I have to go to all of that. So I'll unlock the door now. Just by turning this handle, the door will jump out. The lock latch has been installed too far away. So this won't even lock latch because it's installed too far away. I can put my finger between the door, and it is on an angle, but it's so far back and it's so flimsy if you look at it. Let's see how many, I have coins. See how many coins we can fit between 20-cent coins. We got 3, 4 and 5. So we're going to take the first 4. No. We're easily fitting 3 20-cent coins in there. The neighbour is screaming again. So we've got 3 and some. But we've easily got 3 20-cent coins. Where this is the installation from the real estate. And don't forget that I didn't have a deadbolt on my door over there. For the real estate came over and told me that I can't get a deadbolt on the door, even though there was one installed, because they can't remove the deadbolt that's there. So I can't have the deadbolt on that door. That door opens from the outside with a screwdriver without the deadbolt, and coincidentally they wouldn't let me get the deadbolt put on that door because they couldn't remove it. This door was installed too far away. I was sent an eviction warning the month I moved in, and I've been listening to that neighbour just screaming again in the last 30 seconds since videoing. And the other neighbour that used to live underneath me moved out when I proved almost immediately that she was with the real estate running a racket to kick tenants out by lying, because I was sent an eviction warning because of her complaint. Because someone walked up my stairs here, I was standing on the veranda out on my balcony outside, and I didn't answer the door. They yelled at me, and I told them to go away, and I was on the phone. My friend that I was on the phone to, Lisa, heard it. I didn't go outside. My friend from my hometown was on the phone to me. And I didn't go outside, and I didn't open the door, and I didn't answer the door. And they yelled. And then my neighbour underneath, he ran out and talked to them halfway down the stairs, a couple of metres from me, when I was sitting on the veranda. And then they talked to each other for longer than he was here. He was here for about 10 seconds. Like, I don't know. It wasn't even at all. I didn't say anything except for, I haven't done anything, go. And then I got an eviction warning in the mail. And the day I moved in here, a perfect stranger walked up the stairs there and said, we'll kick anyone out we don't like. All we have to do is get 3 people to sign a stat deck. The day I moved in here. And I was sitting in my lounge room there. He walked up to my stairs and introduced himself to me. And that was the day I moved in. He threatened that they'll kick anyone out they don't like. All they have to do is get 3 people to sign a stat deck. And then this person knocked on my door, the underneath neighbour did. So then I rang the housing manager and talked to her and said, I shouldn't have been sent the eviction warning, it needs to be reversed. The underneath neighbour is lying to kick me out. She cuts me off, and then I leave the laptop recording. I had a laptop recording the call with the housing manager, and I turned it off and started recording again for 20 minutes after I finished that call. And I recorded the underneath neighbour 20 minutes after just saying to the housing manager that she's lying to kick me out. I recorded her yell my name out and try to staunch me. And she said, I haven't spoken to you for over 8 months. And then she moved out. She told me that she got a transfer, and within 2 weeks of that, she had left. She had removalists here and emptied her house for her. She didn't unpack or anything. The removalists came and packed everything. And then a person from the real estate, criminal people, came and cleaned her house. The real estate is criminal. is running a racket, trying to kick tenants out. And they had this plant placed underneath me. She moved out almost immediately after I proved it. And then this person with a white and blue four-wheel drive, bottom half blue, top half white, came into the house underneath me and cleaned the property for about 6 months. She came in every couple of weeks because the tenant moved instantly. And this cleaner cleaned the house, and I did capture it on video, but I don't think I kept the videos at the time. I don't know. And she was in a blue and white four-wheel drive, and then that same person started walking up to my stairs and cleaning my front stairs with a broom. But she wasn't cleaning it, she was putting dust everywhere about a year after that. And then she just showed up randomly. She didn't show up once for a year and a half before that, but after the tenant underneath moved out. This person started walking up my stairs with a broom. And it was the person that cleaned the house underneath. And it was about a year after they moved, or about a year and a half. It was quite a while. But then this person with a broom started walking around here. And it was the same person. Right after that, tenant moved out. And they moved this tenant in who streams every day for 3 years. And I start recording her because I'm getting proof. They put a schizophrenic drug addict that screams outside on the lawn all day. And if she's not screaming, she's slamming the front door. Every day she slammed the door since she's lived there for 3 days, slamming the front door every morning when she comes out. And then it's an act of aggression. And it's she's obviously only there because the criminal network was already exposed with the other tenant. And I've proven the tenants around me. I've proven what they are. They're not like the other tenants here. They don't sit there quietly having their own thing. They've all got involvement with outside NGOs, and I've proven multiple times the links with the NGOs. And you don't need to see that someone screaming outside my house meters from my bedroom for hours a day is harassment. That's harassment. No matter how dense this person wants to claim she is to get away with it, to cover up her own crimes, all she has to do is claim she's dense. I don't understand. Screaming outside my house, outside on the lawn, can affect the neighbour that lives above me. I'm so dense, I don't see that. 8 hours a day screaming has no effect on the neighbour above me. That I'm dense. That's my cover story. It doesn't matter. That's harassment. And the real estate failing to do anything about that, that's a racket. In line with everything else that they've done every day.